Hi, my name is Amelia Farquharson, and I'm a senior at Hampton Hall Country Day School. I'm also a first lieutenant in the Civil Air Patrol, and I'm a student pilot learning to fly with them. And this is my certified flight instructor, Captain Castillo. And today I'm going to be talking about the meat of pre-flight, what we do before flying a plane and why it's important. Lift is produced when air flows over the wings or their control surfaces, and this is best described using Bernoulli's principle. When a liquid's velocity increases, its pressure decreases. To put this in a picture, this is an airplane's wing cross-section. This is the leading edge, and this is the trailing edge. The distance between the leading and trailing edges is called the chord line, and at any given point on a Cessna 172, if you measure the distance between the chord line at the bottom of the wing and the chord line at the top of the wing, the distance is greater up here than it is down here. Now this means any air coming at the wingtip has a longer distance to cross if it goes above the wing than below the wing, which means it has to go faster to get there. And as Bernoulli's principle states, as air is moving faster over the top of the wing to get to the end, there is an area of low pressure created, which produces lift. I'll begin my pre-flight in the cockpit. Afterwards, I'll move outside the cockpit to the left side on the empennage, move around the tail, go to the right wing, the nose, and then around the left wing to end back at the empennage where I started. So pre-flight begins here in the cockpit. I want to make sure that all my instruments are working right before I get in the plane. So now that I'm done with the interior of the plane, I walk along the plane in a counterclockwise fashion to check to make sure that there are no dents in the side of the empennage. Now I'm checking all these control surfaces to make sure that they can produce lift, and one thing that can inhibit that is any dents or abrasions on the surface. I want to make sure that I'm checking all surfaces so that there are no dents. This is the trim tab over here, and we actually do have a dent in it from a small mishap, but it's not enough of a problem. To put this all in an image, here is, again, a picture of a wing cross-section, with the leading edge here and the trailing edge here. Now, if air flows across the wing like this, it would normally look like the black line does. It would flow from the leading edge to the trailing edge smoothly, which is something called laminar flow. But what happens when you have an abrasion is you'll have a more turbulent airflow with something called an early separation, where the air leaves the wing without producing as much lift. This is what turbulent airflow looks like when it separates early from the wing. Normally you'd have these swirls only towards the end of the wing here, but when there's separation, turbulent airflow occurs sooner on the wing, and you don't get as much lift out of the process. And with this science, I can fly.